Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hello and welcome. My name is Megan, and today's video is going to be all about how I am preparing for 2023. I love New Year's resolutions and the ability to kind of reflect on the past year and make intentions for the new one. By no means do I think New Year you have to become a new version of yourself. I see it more as an opportunity to refocus on what you want to achieve in a year's worth of time. I know some people don't believe in the whole New Year resolution stuff. If you don't, this probably isn't the video for you. But for me, I think a year's worth of time is enough time for me to reflect on, and it's kind of a way of resetting and knowing here's a new chapter. I just wanted to run you guys through what I'm planning to do for this New Year's. I'm doing something a little bit different. I really wanted to get intentional this year because I started doing New Year's resolutions, I would say like 3 years ago, super consistently when I was in college and kind of starting my content creation journey. And the first year I did it, it wasn't anything crazy. I really just wrote down things that I wanted to achieve, things that I was hoping to manifest in that year, and I really saw a lot of them kind of come to life. And I don't think it's just like, oh, I wrote it down so it happened for me. I think it was I wrote it down, I realized I had that as an intention, and I acted more towards those goals and acted like a person who was going to reach those goals in that year. And so last year I got a lot more intentional with it. I started to make vision boards. So I made a whole vision board on my laptop, and I saw a lot of the things on it come true and manifest. I saw a lot of the things that I was hoping for in that year come to light and manifest. And so I wanted to do that again this year. And the next thing I wanted to start off by saying is that you don't have to do exactly what I'm doing, and you don't even have to do this at all. This is mainly just to kind of share what I'm doing and kind of give you guys some ideas, and you guys can do them a lot less intensely or even more intensely if you want to. I know when I started to want to make resolutions and manifest and make vision boards, I just literally had no idea where to start. So that's what this video is going to be, and I have a lot of little things that I want to show you guys. These are a lot of different techniques that you can do, where you can do them all like I'm doing. Let's just get into it. I made this little guide in Canva for myself, but if you guys want it, or if you guys would like to just copy it, I'll be showing it on the screen, and I can also try to put a PDF. I don't know if I can put a PDF in the description, so if I can't, I'll pop pictures on the screen, or you guys can just message me and I'll email you it. Basically, it is a manifestation / goal setting intention guide for 2023. So this is my guide to creating a clear vision for the new year. And basically this just encompasses everything that I would have done in like a journal. So the first thing that I like to do when I am getting into planning for the next year is that you first have to take a look at the past year. I feel like you can't move forward without looking at the past year, reflecting a lot, and that kind of helps you to realize, what did I not achieve last year that I wanted to? What did I not achieve that I really didn't need to manifest for myself? And what happened in the past year? Like, where am I experiencing growth? Where am I still lacking? That's kind of what I like to do in this section. So basically it's a 2022 reflection. Reflect on 2022. What were your favorite moments, hardest moments, things you're proud of? If you did set goals for the previous year, then you can say, what goals for the year did you reach? So on the sheet, it just looks like this for me, and it's kind of a place where I can just brain dump. So I feel like the first step is always to in some way reflect. So if you don't want to write it all out, just in your mind, reflect on the past year, think about how it went, and think about kind of things that you want to carry with you into the next year and things that you want to leave in the last year. Then what I like to do, since I'm a very big list person, it's just better for me mentally, you're going to create your 2023 vision, and in this you have different lists. You can make these lists more personal to you if you have really specific areas of your life that you want to focus on. But for me, I said personal, health and fitness, family, relationships, career, and lifestyle. So just kind of breaking my life into different things. So like for health and fitness, I like to set like little PR or milestone goals, or things like learn how to do a pull-up, push-up, maybe just more intention with my nutrition and eating, and maybe kind of setting goals for myself with like hitting protein. If you just want to start your health and fitness journey, it can just be as simple as saying like become consistent in the gym, invest in something, that kind of thing. Relationships, so just looking into your friendships, relationships, the people in your life. I like to look at it from the sense of, what am I lacking? Like, what am I not doing well, and how can I improve on that? Honestly, I'm just the worst communicator sometimes, having some longer distance friends. So a big thing that I want to do is be better and be more present, find ways to still communicate with them, because now that I won't be living with them, I need to make a better effort to reach out to them in other ways, because sometimes I find that other people are reaching out to me more than I'm reaching out to them, which makes me feel awful, and I just want to change that. Career things, so kind of just looking into like what is next for you. This is going to be a big one for me. I have no idea what the next year looks like for me now being done with school, so that's kind of one I want to dive deep and think about what I want for myself. Lifestyle things, like these are tiny things that I put in: get my hair cut more frequently, establish more of a personal style, downsize in my closet, downsize in my house, do more self-care things, like maybe just set more routines and stuff. And it doesn't even have to be like I want to do X, Y, and Z. It can be more broad. Basically, this is what I call the brain dump. brain dump everything for every area of your life, make lists, that kind of thing, and then it's going to take you into a broader sense. So this is going to be your 2023 goals, and what you're going to do here is you're just going to dump all of those ideas in more detail. So kind of talk about them, talk about what you see for yourself in a greater sense. This is where you can really get lengthy with your goals. So what am I doing good? What am I not doing good? What do I want to change? What is my focus? That kind of thing. So that's where you can kind of like expand more. And then I have a page about an action plan, which I think is good if you have a big goal. So let's say that you have a goal that you want to start a business. That's going to take steps, obviously. So this is kind of a place where you can map out small steps, big steps, obstacles that may arise, kind of solutions. The next step is kind of up to you and like optional. I know not everyone like manifestation or things like that, but this is a technique that I did last year and I thought it was super weird to do, but really good in the sense that it helps you to visualize what you want to be, what it's going to look like when you reach these goals. This part is called scripting, and essentially all you have to do is write about what your goals are as if you've already achieved them. So talk about when I reached X followers, I felt blank. When I got my first coaching client, I felt blank. When I bought this house, that kind of thing. So it's just kind of looking at results that you want in further detail, and that helps you to think, what do I actually think this is going to look like for me in the future? If you don't feel like scripting, you can also just do like I am statements. I think that's what I did in a previous year. So more just like I am blank, I'm healthy, I am happy, I am living in abundance, I am going to graduate, that kind of stuff. Then the last step, everyone's favorite, is a vision board. If you don't do anything else, just do the vision board, because I think that this one is one, the most fun, and two, something that you'll actively see and use the most. So basically in your vision board, you want to include everything from those little lists that you did earlier, the different pockets of your life, and then finding photos and things to represent them. It's really up to you what you put on it. It can be 4 pictures, it can be like 80 pictures. It's really, again, just you and your creativity. But I wanted to hop into how I made my vision board because I got a bunch of questions about it when I posted it on my Instagram. Okay, so I'm gonna pop a picture of what my vision board looks like on the screen right now. I made it my desktop background, I made it the background on my computer, and I'm gonna resize it and adjust it to make it the background on my phone as well. And I highly recommend that because it's just something for me. I like to visually remember what is it that I want to achieve, what are my goals, and it kind of just reminds you of those and reminds you of those intentions at things that you look at all the time. So screens, your phone, you can print it out. I'm planning to print it out and put it somewhere in my bedroom as well. But how I made it, it's actually very simple. And basically what I like to do is I like to go on Pinterest. Pinterest is like the best place to find aesthetic pictures to represent those areas of your life if you don't already have pictures for it. And I like to search blank aesthetic or photos for vision board ideas or different quotes to different parts of your life, and you'll be able to find stuff. Like once you find one thing, you start to find so much stuff, and then download those to your computer. Once you find all the pictures that you want, then you want to use either Canva. I personally use PicMonkey. I would say Canva is easier to navigate and use, so I would recommend Canva, but I pay for PicMonkey because I use it for my YouTube thumbnails, so I just used it because I'm like, if I'm paying for it, I might as well use it. But basically what you want to do is you just want to drag and import all your pictures into there, and then slowly drag each one into the template and resize it to your liking. If you're not a good resizer, because I know it can be really tedious and annoying and you just want to have it super easy to drag and drop, then I would just recommend choosing the collage feature on Canva and just making a quick collage, dragging those photos into each little collage bank, and then calling it at that. You could even add text in the middle to say 2023 or vision board or that kind of thing. Then you download it and set it as wallpaper, or you can print it out. Make sure that prior to making the layout that you look at what the dimensions are going to be of your phone wallpaper or of your desktop wallpaper, or just the size, if you're going to frame it, of the size of the frame. Do that first before you start navigating all the picture stuff, because it's really annoying if you have to reshape it. I also know some people like to do the classic old-fashioned method, which is get magazines, cut it out, and kind of like Mod Podge it onto a canvas. You can absolutely do that too. Again, it's not really about what you do, and it's not about copying what someone else is doing. It's really just about doing what you think is going to be best for you, most fun for you, and represent what you are doing. Lastly, I wanted to kind of go over how I'm going to make sure that I'm hitting these goals over the year, and like what I kind of do to stay organized towards the goals, because it's easy to write a list and then never look at it again. A big thing for me in the next year is going to be organization. I feel like I constantly fall off being organized, and that's when everything falls apart because I just get out of control. So I have 3 things to kind of help me. So obviously some of this might not apply to you, but since I am doing content right now and I might do it part-time later and actually have a job, I have a content plan. So I made this today, and it just is a content plan for each month. So each month I'm going to sit down with myself and kind of reflect and figure out what are my goals for that month, what are kind of target things that I need to get out. You guys are constantly asking for videos, and then I say I'm going to give them, and then I don't because I'm just unorganized. So that's what this is going to be for. So it's going to be a content plan. It's going to take through all my platforms, so TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and then it's going to kind of go through each platform and what I plan to post on each day. I want to try to post every single day, at least on one platform, if not all of them, and just be more consistent. And I think this will be helpful as opposed to just free balling it, which is what I've been doing, and that's fine for the most part. Like, I'm definitely just gonna organically post, you know, as I see fit, but at the same time it's nice to have a plan when you have partnerships, brand deals. I have certain posts per month that I have to do for some of my brand deals, and sometimes I don't space it out well enough, so I think this is a good way for me to be able to do that. And then I got this for Christmas and I really liked it. It's a weekly planner, so this is really nice, especially if you guys are still in college. I wish I had this when I was in college, but it has every single day of the week. I'm gonna have this on my desk, and I think that'll be super helpful. And this I'm gonna have to mainly be for appointments, scheduling, main tasks of the day kind of thing. And then lastly, my favorite gift that I got on Christmas was this planner from Erin Condren. So it says 2023 and then my name. So each week looks kind of like this, and my favorite part is that then I can kind of organize my life still like this. So I'm gonna have one of these little blocks be content, one of the little blocks be personal business stuff, and then one block be like appointments, scheduling, personal life stuff, that kind of thing, just so I can be organized and not have everything jumbled up, but instead have it more grouped so I can decide what I want to target each day. I hope this video kind of helped you guys with some ideas and inspiration in planning them for the new year. And like I said, it's not that you need to set a million goals for yourself for the next year. It's just good to reflect and set forth some goals for yourself so that you can reflect on the past year and see what you've achieved. And I also think it's good for people who just are goal oriented like myself to have a fresh vision. I also feel like after writing everything out and reflecting and thinking, it kind of resets me and helps me to remember and remind myself of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. And feel free to tag me if you guys make a vision board or anything like that, because I always love to see it. And I hope you guys have a very happy new year, and remember that everything is one step at a time, but getting as organized as you can will always help you in the long term. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video, likely in the new year. Bye.